Hi there, it's Clive here again, and I'm back with another review. This time it's a little bit different. Today we are looking at energy drinks, or more specifically those sort of energy drinks aimed at gamers, people who want that sort of stay awake a bit longer or sort of help with their concentration, etc, etc. So it's a mix of sort of caffeine and nootropics that we're looking into today, and the drink I'm looking at specifically is this, which is Xite energy drink. And unlike a lot of energy drinks, the thing about this, the USP of this particular energy drink, they say, is that it's natural caffeine, which comes from green coffee beans, and all natural flavours. So the flavouring in here is from fruit, and then nootropic wise it's ginseng, and there's zero, most importantly, zero sugar. So I'll read the ingredients. You've got carbonated water, citric acid, natural flavourings, natural caffeine, and then the nootropic elements, so amino acids here, are the taurine, L-carnitine, N-acetyl L-tyrosine. So they're a sort of a amino acid which helps protein. A lot of it's in the brain, you get it from meat and fish. And then ginseng extracts, and then vitamins B3, B6, B12. And then the sweetener is sucralose. So it's an energy drink that sort of is meant to give you focus, enhance your concentration, keep you awake for a bit longer, but doesn't contain any sugar, only contains natural ingredients, and therefore somehow is beneficial to you. But of course ultimately it comes down to a question of taste. Let's have a look how they describe it here. So natural caffeine. Caffeine is extracted from the green coffee bean as opposed to being made artificially with different chemical compounds in the laboratory. Natural caffeine, they claim, is a slower release of energy over a long period, so you don't have that crash later on. Zero sugar, and they've opted for the sucralose, which I always find gives a slight aftertaste, so I'll be interested to see that. Then natural flavourings come from fruits. No artificial colours, only fresh natural flavours in here. And then they've got a B vitamin complex, which is good for concentration and calmness as well. And ginseng, which is good for sort of making you feel awake and energised. And various, the nootropics, so various amino acids, as I've said, that you find in meat and fish. So quick look on the old Wikipedia here about tyrosine. Tyrosine, or tyrosine, is one of the standard 20 amino acids that's used by cells to synthesize proteins in the brain, and generally. You find it in nature in a lot of food anyway, such as chicken, turkey, fish, milk, yogurt, cottage cheese, peanuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, soya products, lima beans, avocados and bananas. In an egg you've got about 250 milligrams of it per egg. And you find it in lean beef, lamb, pork, salmon, chicken, turkey, etc. And that's got about 1,000 milligrams per 3 ounces of a portion of that. In terms of benefits of it, a number of studies have found it to be useful during conditions of stress, cold and fatigue, prolonged work and sleep deprivation. It does say here that tyrosine does not seem to have any significant effect on cognitive or physical performance in normal circumstances, but does help sustain working memory better during stress. And that's why we find it in a lot of these sort of nootropic type drinks. Taurine, which you find in Red Bull. So we've got taurine. Taurine is a type of amino acid found in many foods and often added to energy drinks. It has been shown to have several health benefits, such as lower risk of disease and improved sports performance. So again, that's why you find it in the energy drinks. So pretty standard fare, except they've gone a long way to make the ingredients of this as fairly natural and sugar-free. So anyway, that's enough of the science, as they say. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, so it's got that slight taurine-y smell that you get from some energy drinks, like Red Bull and stuff. Not quite as strong as the old Red Bull, and obviously sugar-free. Now I did have a sample of this before at a show. These are chilled, these have been in the fridge, and it's very refreshing. You can find that you can taste the citrusy, the fruit tends to be a bit citrusy, so sort of lemony taste to it, sort of lemonade-y taste. It's a bit like a 7-Up. Yeah, it's a bit like a 7-Up, and there's a bit of the sucralose aftertaste, but quite refreshing. I think if you're into energy drinks, this will be on a par with that, maybe not as sort of strong in terms of its taste, which is quite nice, or artificially tasting in its taste, which is quite nice, and it's quite refreshing. There is that, as I say, slight aftertaste which you get with all fizzy drinks generally that use sucralose or a sweetener. That can't be helped. I guess I think they need to master that, the creation of sweeteners. It's not quite as nice as sugar, but obviously sugar's a killer, so you've got to make some sacrifices. But yeah, quite citrusy, and it'd be interesting to see whether I feel any of the effects. In terms of the caffeine, I must just mention, in terms of the caffeine, high caffeine content, not recommended for persons sensitive to caffeine, pregnant women or children. 36 milligrams per 100 grams. This is 330, so you've got 36, 3, about 112. So it's about, I'd say, an espresso. Got the amount of caffeine you get in an espresso, but on a hot day you need refreshing, need to feel a bit enhanced and awake. This could be the thing. So overall, very refreshing, quite citrusy in its taste. Obviously I have to see whether I feel kind of awake and for how long, but generally, as I say, it's one of a number of drinks. A lot of people, a lot of gamers use GFuel, which is an energy formula, not an energy drink, an energy formula. Basically you add this to water, and it's very similar in terms of it's got the taurine, it's got the caffeine in it, slightly more caffeine. But it's similar, it's got an energy formula in it, it's meant to make you feel awake, it's slightly more focused with the nootropic elements that are in it. In terms of where you can get it, you can order it online. I think you order it in 24 times 330ml cans, so you obviously get a sent a box. I think they'd like you to subscribe. A lot of these things, it's a subscription service, but you can buy one-offs as well. It's cheaper if you subscribe, get it on a regular basis, but generally a one-off it's £29.99 for the 24 bottles, which works out at about £1.25. Anyway, there you go. Let me know whether you want to see more of these types of things. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think, or whether you've tasted any of these sort of energy drinks with added nootropic elements in it, and whether you think they work at all, or it's all a bit of a marketing guff and myth. Thank you.